Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I recently received the solar motion activated security light. Now this is something exclusive to Costco. Even if you're not a DIYer, this is easy for anyone to install. You don't have to be an electrician. There are just a couple screws that are used to mount it. This is a product that's perfect for all types of applications like driveways, walkways, garages, sheds, pergolas. Perhaps you're a camper. This is excellent for all types of uses. Included in the box are the solar motion light. And as you can see, the mounting hardware is attached on the back. All you need is 2 screws. Those are included, as well as drywall anchors. Amorphous solar panel with 4.5 meters or 14.7 feet of wire. It is recommended that you mount the solar light somewhere that will receive direct sunlight and then use the wire to connect it to the light fixture. Say you want the light fixture in an area that is on an enclosed porch or somewhere underneath an eave. You can have this next to your doorway, but still have this receiving sunlight and use the wire to connect the two. The batteries are recharging even on days where it's cloudy, rainy. In my case, I live in Ohio. In the winter months, we only get so many hours of sunlight, so it's still recharging even if it doesn't have the most perfect weather conditions. The adjustable settings on the bottom include duration of light, detection distance, and dual brightness. The duration settings can be set at 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 2 minutes. The distance can be set at low, medium, or high. In my case, I'm going to be mounting this out on my front porch. So I'd like it to come on if someone approaches my doorway, but I don't necessarily want it to kick on every time a car drives by. The key features I'd like to point out on the solar motion light are its super bright LEDs. This is equipped with a dual brightness feature, which gives you the minimum brightness of 1,000 lumens, and you just switch that. And it adjusts. Or if you'd like the maximum, it's 2,000 lumens, which looks like that. It's fully weather resistant and it's designed for year-round use and all seasons. All 3 headlamps are adjustable. That gives you the option of sending the light into several different directions if you'd like to. For instance, you could even mount this, say, on a corner, and it could direct the light in that direction down a path and also forward. The detection distance is 9.1 meters or 30 feet, and the detection range is 180 degrees. Batteries are located in the battery housing behind the light fixture. It's important to only use rechargeable batteries. You'll need to remove the 4 screws to reveal the batteries, and it's important to select the off position on the light prior to opening the battery housing. It's important to use the right size screwdriver or else you will strip these screws. I'm going to choose a drill bit that is slightly smaller than the screws that are included. That way when I go to attach the hardware, everything is nice and secure. Now that I've gone over the main features, I'm going to show you how easy installation is. We're now at the location where I'll be mounting my solar light. I do have a road that isn't that far from the front entrance of my home, so I want to make sure that I set the distance so that when cars drive by, it isn't clicking on every couple minutes. But yet when someone approaches my doorway at night, it does come on. So as you can see, I have this upper deck right here. I'll be mounting the screws directly to that wood. If you have a location where there's drywall or another substance like stucco or anything like that, you do have the option of using the drywall anchors that are included. So I'll be carefully taking my camera up and showing you the actual installation of this product. But basically when you put this panel to the surface, you're going to want to make sure that this tab is facing down. That way, once this is secure, you can just slide the motion light on top of it. Now, in my case, I'll be mounting the light and the solar panel very close to each other, but remember, you do have that wire. In the case where you might want the solar panel to be out in direct sunlight, but you want the actual light to be underneath an eave. When you receive your light, everything's going to be attached. So to release this mount, all you do is pull down on the tab gently, and it slides right off. So I'm just bringing this light up here momentarily to get spacing. I want to make sure that I put this mount in an area, like see for instance, there's this porch. I wouldn't want to mount this up too high and then you can't slide it on and make that connection. So I'm thinking this is probably about a good area. I want to get that level, and I'm just going to kind of mark where I want the screws to go. And then I'm just going to carefully drill pilot holes. So at this point, before I put the light up, I want to adjust the time period, the distance, and how many lumens. So I'm going to make those choices right now. And go ahead and slide it onto the bracket. It neatly seats on there. Now at this point, I'm going to go get the solar panel and put it right next to it. And again, you want to put this in an area that's going to receive the maximum amount of light. And I do like that this front part swivels because now I can easily access the mounting hardware. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this first one and then get the other two. Okay, so that angled in nicely. And once I have this up here, I can direct this pretty much in any direction. You could put it like that. You could put it like that. Okay, now I'm going to swivel that out of my way. Okay, so I can put this panel in the direction that I like it to face, and then the only thing left to do is connect the cable. You can make any adjustments that you'd like to. And I'm actually going to tuck that for neatness up underneath here. And that is all there is to it. And that's it for installation. It's very easy to put up, and I really like that everything is movable. You can customize it exactly to your needs. I also like that the functions are changeable and it's accessible at the bottom. So if I decide later on I want it to be brighter or less bright, or change the range or the amount of time that that kicks on, I can easily go up there at the bottom. You don't have to take the whole light down or anything. So I hope that was really helpful. I will include shopping links in the description of this video, and I thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.